BJP MLA of Singar Assembly constituency who has been elected unopposed, Ginsuan Haozhou, takes oath of office and secrecy. Connectivity of National Highway No. 2 Imphal-Dimapur Road finally restored with relentless efforts of PWD and Bharatiya Infra Project Limited. PHED Sewerage Division Executive Engineer Arambam Ibohal urges public to get pipeline connection for full implementation of Imphal Sewerage Project Commission. Associate Professor of Manipur University, Manipuri Department, Dr. N. Sanatomba urges Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur to rectify the observational day of Manipuri Poetry Day. Manipur reports 205 new COVID-19 cases and 6 deaths in last 24 hours. Tally reaches 17,809 and death toll climbs to 156. And India reports over 43,000 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours, rising tally to around 80 lakhs. Recovery rate nearing 91%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm USHAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly, and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Yumnam Khemchan today administered the oath of office and secrecy to BJP candidate Ginsuan Haozhou, who had won the by-election of Singar Assembly constituency uncontested. The ceremony was held at the Speaker's chamber. Speaking to Impact News after the oath-taking ceremony, Ginsuan Haozhou assured of striving towards developing Singar Assembly constituency. He thanked Chief Minister N. Biren and all those who have supported him, even though he had won the election uncontested after his lone rival and independent candidate Chin Lunthang withdrew his nomination on October 22. Congress party did not file any candidate in the constituency. Ginsuan Hao has won elections from Singar Assembly constituency thrice consecutively, including this time. He has won the election on Congress ticket in 2012, then again on Congress ticket in 2017 election and this year's by-election on BJP ticket. BJP ministers and MLAs of the allied parties took part in the oath-taking ceremony.
MLA wina basak wis isor gi pan gini ei kendra singat kendra 26,000 voter leba mayam na tha jabagi uncontest wen lakraga ngasi se basak bani hairaga isongon thagat ba to ba jaba turani haibadu thamge.
Connectivity of the National Highway No. 2 Imphal-Dimapur Road has been finally restored, all thanks to the relentless efforts by PWD and Bharatiya Infra Project Limited. People started commuting via new road since this morning. A new road was constructed passing through Khongnem Thana village in Senapati district in just around 3 days with ceaseless efforts put in by the PWD and Bharatiya Infra Project Limited BIPL since October 25. It may be recalled that around 50-meter stretch of the highway caved in on October 23 evening, totally disconnecting the highway. Geosynthetic experts have been called to restore the sunken part of the road permanently, but a full restoration of the sunken part of the road may take a longer time. The current alternate route was constructed passing through Khongnem Thana village, which is located about 10 meters above the sunken road. Construction of the new route has affected 10 families and the government has already assured to pay them befitted compensation. Executive Engineer of PHED Sewerage Division Arambam Ibohol has said that implementation of Imphal Sewerage Project Commission has not reached its full potential because many people have failed to get pipeline connection till now. He has sought for public cooperation for the successful completion of pipeline laying project for rejuvenation and conservation of the Nambul River running through the Imphal city. It may be mentioned that the project, launched in 2004, was completed in October 2017, and after the first 2 years of initial trials, it was finally commissioned on June 15, 2018. Speaking to Impact News today, Executive Engineer Arambam Ibohol said the project under the commission in its first phase has covered 11 wards out of the 27 wards under the IMC, a stretch of around 11 square kilometers. He assured that DPR will be prepared to get funds for covering the remaining 16 wards in the near future.
Sewage connections in it, Bernard Totana, Kotana, Lumus Hamdamata, Hadid, Mayam, Canadian, Namunto and Siangba, Namunto and Motor Liver. Simeam Sukukan Mungani, Masakweda, Mayam Sukaba, I'm doing Teneviva. National Green Tribunal NGT Directive Patungina, Machine is up and Dak Tata is Kandragadi, who is that Achogo fine of opinion. Highway Gidi, Pajari, Bahui Division Sida, Akan Pressum to Lakpa. Ado Masi, Yakan Nakun, a number capacity, the Bazamundi and Hujabani, Mondi Baza, Sinchina, Namun Nagana, direct Giltovina, some Navarina Hitara, Panamsu, Quikan Honaji, or Lambida, 2 Basamuana with Atika Yabuko, the widow, Lambita Paga, Payam, Timbinate. And let him wish in the Okina Samnaba, who pipeline the Samjanaba, Honajabani.
Arambam Ibohol also mentioned that only 3,350 households have got pipelines connections out of the targeted 12,000 households for the first phase. He reminded that IMC Commissioner and PHED had already issued orders to get pipeline connection and had even fixed tariff as per the Sewerage Act, asserting that the project with 27 MLD capacity remains non-functional as every household under the concerned IMC wards have failed to get pipeline connection. He urged them to get connection within March of 2021 to make the project successful. He assured that the department is making all-out efforts to protect and save the Nambul River in the wake of warning by the National Green Tribunal of imposing fines upon the department if it failed to save and maintain the river.
We manhole coverage the Natagana junction chamber, cleaning to no chamber in the Masida, Yarmiki, Handuk Piganu, Makumse, Monkey, the nose of Padana Suka Biu, with Monkey, Yawi, had the Suna Sunan, Badamus, Mangawi, manhole coverage in Frank Vata, Maduda, extend Topu in Atana, Amokai Tadawi Transion Wangi, the public Sadiki Soli Wesky, Crash Lady, and the domestic, and we see I'm going to Kialo with them, Amokai, Tadabiran, Toilet Manunda, even one was seen about Angangi, rapper, Hatara, Sentry Napkins, the Sanga, Savi, Marusin, Telimu Tadabigunu, Tohan Banum, Agi Plastic, over the West, Segato, Tadabico. On the Hui Pun Matukan, the Huijam White, and the Queen Su, Matamatan Matuna, Tobigata, Tobiota, do's and don'ts, and Hijage.
Associate Professor of Manipuri Department, Manipur University, Dr. N. Sanatomba has claimed that the Manipuri Poetry Day, observed every year on the full moon day of Mera month by an organization called Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur since 2017, as inaccurate. He stressed the need to consult experts and public and select an accurate date to observe the day. Speaking exclusively to some media persons today regarding the upcoming Manipuri Poetry Day observance on October 31st, Dr. N. Sanatomba said that today's youths have recognized renowned poets Chauba, Komol and Anganghal as the three pillars of Manipuri literature. He asserted that Khwairakpam Chauba is well known as the father of romanticism in Manipuri literature. He lamented that Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur has adjusted the poetry book titled Lai Pareng, written by Dr. Lamabam Kamal, as the first poetry book of the state, which is untrue. He mentioned that there are reports which clearly state that the poetry book was released in 1932, although Dr. Kamal wrote it in 1929. He said that a book titled Satra Macha, written by Khairakpam Chauba, released in 1923, was even taught in the schools back then. He asserted that a poetry named Maitai Kabi included in the book is regarded as one of the biggest influences in Manipuri literature till date. Dr. N. Sanatomba urged the Fictional and Poetry Club Manipur to consult experts and select an accurate or appropriate date to observe the day.
Lairabi ironi khangdabana haibani maitai kabi lakini haiba matek asi yawba slogan asi yawba aduguma makhalgi maitai kabi haibase lisingam chamapan kungo humdoida hongre aduna ahanba the first textbook of Manipur society Manipur education se haribasina oigrabani why Dr. Kamangi asigumba numit asida hariba Manipur sairengi numit se masi pangthu isigi significance karino sigi mana haining ise karino haidana explanation tawro haiba matamda numit ama hekta lawbani yam autocratic oiba mongda lawbani mana numit Lairiki Wahok Ivajin Lovani, Natraga, my doctor Oiki, Aduna, my Aiva Mayangi, Manung the Moyhongi Manung doctors, and Mama Tomdani, Aduna Lobanika Havagi, Napsado, and Sherdo, Pokum the Natana, Matangas, the explanation to the Hitan Kuloidaba, Aduna Tungi Mironda, Karino Neto Rishibu Havagi Wakalama, Aduna, so we get the Amapang Toke, Amagi the Amapang Toke and a Tongan Tongan, Ming the Gipang Tora Targadi, Anitopi, Home Topi, as a way.
One-day Congress workers' meet was held today at Laira Bakong and 30 Lilong Assembly constituency in connection with the forthcoming by-poll for Lilong Assembly constituency. Ex-MLAs M. Prithviraj, MD Amin Shah, MPCC General Secretary, Administration Hareshwar Goswami and office bearers of Minority Department of MPCC and Lilong Block Congress Committee took part in the meet. Key speakers in the meeting criticized the one nation and one culture theory of the BJP government. Congress candidate from the constituency MD Azizul Haq Khan appeals to residents in the constituency to cast their valuable votes in his favor in the coming by-election on November 7. Nupi Marup has condemned that COVID-19 related SOPs have been violated during poll campaign for the upcoming by-election on November 7. Press release from the association demanded Chief Minister N. Biren to bear all the responsibilities for the surging positive cases of COVID-19 in Lilong, Wangjing, Wangoy and Saitu Assembly constituencies. Tangkhul Naga Wungnau Long accorded a warm welcome to Rajya Sabha MP Titule King Leshemba Sanajauba today. The reception program was held at TTA Hall in Ukhrul town. Traditional gift items were presented to him. Speaking on the occasion, Titule King Leshemba Sanajauba lauded the BJP government for going deeper into the historical roots of the state by acknowledging the ancient kingdom and for bringing harmony between hills and valley inhabitants. He assured to initiate equal development activities for the welfare of both hills and valley people of the state.
Second time the next time that I couldn't do the guy, I standing up. So I just want to hang the lapacy, my sister from lapacida. I will not lose one who be bedona. Yam the Tazan. I know, 100 guys, Savagi, member of Parliament of JDC. I am Tazan. 2017 the Labor Honorable Chief Minister, N. Biren and Simba, government said like. Magi government say la kodegi dikka dobe hamu matamda ekoi Manipur gi history habida ekoi ni thong singi ekoi sing tamgi ekoi hana lejeram ba ekoi gi identity ma mase ma tam thiba ho maduna marang waraga ai ha kusu ha na koi gi ekoi pharasu phatasu ekoi gi ni thongi haibi wakalo lo thaibu status samne na le status so khara thagat
Chief Minister of the Jury Government of Manipur in London, Yambem Biren, said that Manipur announcing its independence from India under the domestic law, international law and Charter of United Nations is legal. Press release from Yambem Biren said that Manipur State Council declared Manipur's independence from India on October 29, 2019 in front of the international media in London. He said that the Union of India and Indian High Commissioner in London have not objected to the announcement till date. 43 Assam rifles recovered 391 bags of rice along Indo-Myanmar border on October 26. Assam Rifles team came across the sacks of rice during a border patrol near Bituk village located 13 kilometers away from Moreh police station. The rice bags bore the mark of Government of Punjab and Government of Haryana. A team of Custom Preventive Force Moreh has transported the rice bags to Imphal Custom Office on 2 DI Tata trucks this morning. Owner of the rice bags is yet to be ascertained. All India Students Federation Manipur State Council has blamed the state government for the cancellation of all the 33 MBBS seats applied as government nominees to study in abroad. A press release from the council condemned the state government for failing to take necessary steps to ensure the same when governments of other northeast states, including Assam, have done so. Manipur reported 205 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 6 deaths in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 17,809, out of which 4,233 are active cases. In the last 24 hours, 6 coronavirus infected persons, a 43-year-old male and a 37-year-old male, both from Thoubal district, 75-year-old male and another 63-year-old male, both from Churachandpur district, a 57-year-old male from Tengnopal district and a 60-year-old woman from Imphal West district passed away at Dreams Home Isolation, Raj Medicity and SDH Moreh. With this, death toll has reached 156. On the positive note, 212 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 13,420. State's recovery rate stands at 75.35%. Out of the newly infected persons, 198 are from the general population and 7 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. Infected persons from the general population are 93 from Imphal West District, 27 each from Imphal East District and Thoubal District, 16 from Bishnupur District, 10 from Tamenglong District, 7 each from Kangpokpi and Churachandpur district, 4 from Senapati, 3 from Zirbam, 2 from Kakching and 1 each from Tengnopal and Chandel districts. All the infected persons from the general population are locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. Six student bodies, Desam, AMSU, AIMS, KSA, MSF and SUK continue their relay hunger strike demanding an effective COVID-19 countermeasures policy today. The student bodies condemn the state government for failing to give any response to their demands till date. Speaking to media, members of the student bodies alleged the government of caring less about any consequences of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic situation in the state. They demanded the government to fulfill their 12 points charter of demands at the earliest, else warned of even intense agitations.
adong ngasi phau bada pui sathar liver sida lenga ki mai kai dagi positive response am tabira ko theng jade aduga makata na pui uji lenga na pui covid 19 asida moina policy gi matang sida changjal tak ha se covid ta moi miyeng changge ha daga kamane ha tani ne hai ta pui government na covid 19 gi policy ma sembira ga state policy yaudna koina karam na covid 19 te thengna ga dorung ha ba se apul taru ki mai kai de ha jani.
People's Task Force for COVID-19 along with Indian Red Cross Society Manipur State Branch, Association of Healthcare Providers of India, Manipur Chapter, Indian Medical Council, Manipur State Branch continue carrying out COVID-19 awareness program across the state. Members of Youth Forum Hairok along with residents of Hairok Part 2 Bazaar, members of Pioneer Club Wangjing, Hodamba Maninglaikai held an awareness program on COVID-19 at Wangjing Hodamba Community Hall today. Vice Chairperson of Hairok Nagar Panchayat T.H. Birjit, Councillor Ramananda, Secretary of IRCS Thaubal District A. Sadananda, Imphal East District Secretary Narendra Ningomba, Dr. Sunil Senjam, Co-Convener of People's Task Force for COVID-19 and Bimol, IRCS Thaubal District Member Dr. Rakesh and AHPI Secretary Dr. James Ilangbam stressed on need for civic responsibility to combat COVID-19 pandemic in the state. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Athubagi oina posting asi kaujari supervisor, electrician, JCB driver, Tata truck mechanic, JCB mechanic, Proclan mechanic, welder, tire fitter, heva, wheeler driver, Proclan driver. Akupamarol Gidamak Bharatiya Infra Projects Limited Imphal Langthaba Lab Awang Laikai near CRPF Camp Mongsangai. Contact number 7629004089 natraga 70055-24270.
I ming Sabananda Yunam, Tak Pangtokiba NEET 2020 exam da I first attempt da Manipur Yono topper over Namjakivani. Nasi Aina Manipur topper over Namzabasi, Maruina, Commit Kiozasing Amusung Agi parents in the credit as Pijaning. Like Taki Batanatana, Piduna, positive mindset Propoda, Commit Kiozasing as Obodang Wiki. Ozana Takpi Kibasing, Makoina Bibi Kiva guidance, exam da Yam Nasanaba Wiki. If you want to crack this exam, I will recommend Comet.
Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY-CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfin deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. The new coronavirus cases reported in India in a span of 24 hours remained below 45,000, even as the total COVID-19 caseload inched closer to 80 lakh. While the number of people who have recovered from the disease are above 72 lakhs, 59,000, pushing the country's recovery rate to above 90%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,20,010 and active COVID-19 cases are above 6,10,000. Maharashtra is still on top with above 1,32,000 active cases of COVID-19. According to ICMR, over 10,66,000 COVID samples were tested in the country in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 4,43,57,000 people. Above 1,01,73,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 3,25,11,000. USA is on top with more than 29,28,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur has extended the last date for issuance of prescribed application form for obtaining eligibility certificate for admission in class 11 and 12 in any institution affiliated to the council till November 7 in the wake of prevailing COVID-19 situation in the state. Manipur University has also extended the last day for submission of application form for admission to MA first year in Southeast Asian Studies for 2020-2021 academic session till November 10. Irate labourers have sealed Nambol Municipal Council office against non-payment of 16 months' wages. 54 skilled and unskilled labourers of Ward number 18 under Ward Development Committee of Nambol Municipal Council sealed the office and carried out cease work strike demanding their pending wages today. Nambol Municipal Council Ward Development Committee Chairman M. Kamananda Kuman said they have pled many times to the relevant minister, director and commissioner to pay their pending wages, but no action has been taken till date. Supporting the protest by all Manipur Wards Development Committee, Skilled and Unskilled Labour Association Manipur in demand for 16 months pending wages, labourers have also sealed a Municipal Council and Ward Development Committee office in Mayang Imphal and have launched a cease work strike. Mayang Imphal WDC Secretary N. Daya has warned of continuing their strike until the relevant authorities give them a positive response to their demand. Protests in demand for 16-month pending wages was also carried out in front of Taubal Municipal Council today. Members and staff of Wards Development Committee under Taubal Municipal Council have warned to continue their protests until their wages are paid. Skilled and unskilled labourers of Wards Development Committee under Zirba Municipal Council also protested in demand for their 6 months pending wages. They staged a sit-in in front of Zirba Municipal Council office in Babupara today. Protesters held various placards which read "Save the life of WDC, no pay, no work," etc. Protest demonstrations were also held in Kakching district. Members of Manipur State Commission for Women MSCW have met with Mahud Minister Okram Henry. Social Welfare Commissioner H. Gyan Prakash, Social Welfare Director N.G. Uttam and Professor Binota Mainam also took part in the meeting. Mahud Minister Okram Henry has assured to initiate necessary activities for the Commission's granting aid of his premises, vehicles and remuneration at the earliest. LDA Project Director L. Bhagaton appeals to departments concerned not to conduct surveys at the Loktak Lake without consulting the Loktak Development Authority LDA first. He also appeals to stop misleading the public about LDA. Speaking to media at LDA office in North AOC today, L. Bhagaton said that what the Bishnupur DFO told on media on October 26 about a floating biomass spreading around 20 acres from Mayang Imphal side of the lake is nothing new to the LDA. Floating biomass which spread more than 100 to 200 acres have been found in the lake on earlier occasions. He said that LDA has been monitoring the lake for 24 hours by setting up CCTVs at Chaubaching, Taubul, Sendra and Phuvala areas around the lake. He added that as per the Act and order released by Chief Secretary in 2019, no one can enter the lake without the authorities' permission.
Okay, 24/7 की technology से कोई ना हुजी Loktak ta chathari ba look and corner hai tare ko masi mayam se akoi na ngasagi live oina akoi na office ta phamna akoi loina ubo phangani ano boina akoi technology ma packet lai bise masi koi ai credit si koi lai ba koi BJP government and Sri Honorable CM Biren Gilsing Makhada amadi akoi Honorable Chairman koi Loktak Development Authority ki L Susindro da na credit chipping kana sumo na del Manipur le bise loina ma koi praja mayam ki thabak tauna na ba thorok pangakane department singse adubu magi jurisdiction haibam di leidna ko jurisdiction se masi kanbida ba akoi de prior information ama lobi raga akoi dum jointly dum tongina bisu ya masi tawbiraga di yamna phagani haibisne haije ningi se.
Accountant of Chakpa Finance, L. Sanju, has appealed to support staff of Chakpa Finance company in taking legal action against the manager of the finance company. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Sanju alleged that the manager of Chakpa Finance illegally collected money from the people and remained silent. He appeals to return the money at the earliest.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯔꯩ ꯂꯩꯇ ꯈꯔꯇꯪ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯅꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯇꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯥꯐ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯨꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯊꯥꯖꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯤꯔꯛꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯣꯅꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤ ꯔꯤꯂꯦꯇꯤꯚꯁꯤꯡ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯤꯅꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯆꯥꯎꯕ ꯃꯤꯅꯝꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯈꯣꯏꯁꯅꯥꯝ ꯊꯣꯏꯊꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯅ ꯎꯍꯜꯂꯝꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯂꯥꯟꯅ ꯂꯝꯖꯤꯡꯂꯝꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯟ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯂꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠ ꯊꯧꯔꯥꯡꯗ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯂꯣꯅꯤꯁꯤꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯂꯥꯟꯅ ꯎꯍꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇꯪ ꯎꯍꯟꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯤ ꯂꯣꯅꯤꯁꯤꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤꯡꯕꯗꯤ ꯃꯦꯅꯦꯖꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯦꯒꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯗꯅ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯧꯊꯣꯛꯁꯤꯒꯦꯅ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯤꯌꯨ.
Oinam MLA L. Radhakishore, who is also MPCB chairman today, inaugurated a bridge constructed on Imphal Main Canal at Sabal Road in Bishnupur district. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Radhakishore hoped that the bridge completed by PWD Bishnupur division before the harvesting season will facilitate transportation, especially for farmers in the area. Public Health Engineer PHE Thaubal Division kicked off two-day skill training program on operation and maintenance of water supply scheme under Thaubal district at IRDEO Hall in Wangbal today. Speaking at the event, Executive Engineer of PHED Thaubal Division N. Livingston stressed on the significant roles of village water sanitation committee members in making the water supply schemes successful. He urged the trainees to pay heed to the advice and instructions of the experts. Assistant Engineer of PHED Thaubal Division MD Nasir Ahmad stressed on rural water supply system and sources of water supply, while SOL Roman gave insights on transmission system of raw water, and SOL Rishikanta spoke on filtration and service reservoir maintenance at the program. Around 100 trainees are taking part in the program. United Pangal Council UPC, founded in February this year, has inducted new office bearers for 3 years term. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, UPC President Mohammad Altaf Hussain said that the council is an apex body of 8 Manipur-based organizations and 3 district organizations. He said that the apex body work for ensuring benefits of various welfare schemes meant for Meitei Pangal community. He said that they are setting up vocational industries to boost income of Meitei Pangal women.
Nisagi Karbarse, Henatuna to Silabagi, Urapasina, Akoida Nuaita Baningam, European Marmoikanda, Hari Bandisa, La Lone Bissing City, Koimatokaram, Kangatiki, Hibasina, Hibinatipan Council, Tawai, when Aquina, Masima, Tamotion of Peto Zeragani, to Hariba, Tabuk Singing Mangam Sana, Taunabo Hona, but that one to one community section singi, Duga, Leader Sing, Aduga, CSU Sing, Akoi Pulapna, Saminaraga.
There will be less to no rainfall in most districts of the state, barring some hill districts, as per a report from India Meteorological Department, Regional Meteorological Center, Guwahati. Rainfall is expected in few places, isolated places of Tamenglong, Senapati and Chandel district today and tomorrow, while on October 30, some places of Zirbam, None, Kakching, Tengnopal and Chandel district might get showers. Few isolated places of Ukhrul and Kamjong districts may also receive rains. Rainfall is expected on October 31st in some places of Ukhrul, Kamjong, Kakching, Tengnopal, Chandel, Churachandpur and Frizol districts. Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal held Vigilance Awareness Week 2020 at RIMS Administrative Block today. RIMS Director Professor A. Shanta administered the integrity pledge to the gathering faculty members, administrative and nursing officials and staff at the event. Members of Yelhomi Thaupai have condoled the untimely demise of former President of Assam Manipuri Sahitya Parishad, Dr. Karam Ibungohal. It may be mentioned that Dr. K. Ibungohal took active roles for the welfare of Manipuri diasporas residing in Assam. Yelhomi Thaupai held a condolence meet at Saloi Langmaiching, Wangkakul yesterday. Attendees paid floral tributes to the poetry of late Dr. K. Ibungohal at the meet. People continue to extend assistance to DDK Imphal News stringer Akwajam Dhirajit, who is currently undergoing kidney treatment. Councillors of Lilong Municipal Council, 3 pradhans of 3 Gram Panchayats in Langtabal constituency, Langtabal ex-MLA Ojoy and his father's close associates extended financial help to him at his residence in Langtabal Kunja Awanglekai today. And in sports, BCCI has announced the names of 32 players for the upcoming tour of Australia. India is playing 3 T20Is, 3 one-day international and 4 test matches against Australia. 2 ODI matches will be played on November 27 and 29 at Sydney Cricket Ground at 9:10 a.m. The third match will be played at Manuka Oval in Canberra on December 1st around the same time. The first T20 match will be played on December 4 at Manuka Oval in Canberra at 1:40 p.m. while the second and the third match will be played at Sydney Cricket Ground on December 6 and 8 respectively at 1:40 p.m. First test match between the two countries will be played at Adelaide Oval from December 17 till 21st at 2 p.m. and second test match will be played at Melbourne Cricket Ground from December 26 till 30 at 4:30 p.m. and the third test match will be played at Sydney Cricket Ground from 7 to 11 January 2021 at 4:30 p.m. Fourth test match will be played at Gabba Cricket Ground from January 15 till 19 at 5 p.m. Virat Kohli will be the team captain of the 3 matches. However, renowned Indian player Rohit Sharma will not participate in the series. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. New BJP MLA of Singar Assembly constituency who has been elected unopposed, Ginswan Hauzo, takes oath of office and secrecy. Connectivity of National Highway number 2 Imphal-Dimapur Road finally restored with relentless efforts of PWD and Bharatiya Infra Project Limited. PHED Sewerage Division Executive Engineer Arambam Ibohal urges public to get pipeline connection for full implementation of Imphal Sewerage Project Commission. Associate Professor of Manipur University, Manipuri Department, Dr. N. Sanatomba urges Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur to rectify the observational day of Manipuri Poetry Day. Manipur reports 205 new COVID-19 cases and 6 deaths in last 24 hours. Tally reaches 17,809 and death toll climbs to 156. And India reports over 43,000 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, a rising tally to around 80 lakhs, recovery rate nearing 91%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Lengsin Birau Tanabiu, Stan Suzuki, Sangai Pro, opposite Krishnadas Oil